What's up, YouTube? This is Buckshot33, aka Boston Chris, and I am back with part 4. Yeah, you heard it right, part 4 of my weekend haul that I picked up last weekend. Now, with this haul, the reason why there's 4 parts to it is because my local shop is having a monster sale of 80% off. And I went ahead and just took full advantage and got some really great deals. And so I've done my best to kind of stick with just themes of books and just different books I picked up throughout this one. And so, keeping with that, starting off part 4, we're going to start it off with a book that is near and dear to me. It's just something I grew up with, something I really love, and that is G.I. Joe. That's right. This is issue number 19, and this is, like I said, just a really awesome series. Just if you like the cartoon growing up like I did, these are really awesome just for the fact that, you're able to see, like, the G.I. Joes, it's a little bit more grown up than what you would think, being, initially geared for kids and stuff like that. Like, they have a lot of adult type stuff going on here. There's a lot of people that end up getting killed at certain points. There's a lot more, they don't use, like, the little lasers to shoot things off like it's actual bullets, so people get shot, people get hurt, people get injured. It's just really cool. But yeah, moving on, have issue number 24. And I know that some of these are keys as far as G.I. Joe is concerned. I don't know every single, off the top of my head. I don't know all of them, but I'll do my best to let you guys know which keys are which. But, definitely happy with this one. As I think about it, there's a bunch of different ones, like I was saying, there's, like, death issues, stuff like that. And I showed a couple in a couple of prior videos, like I picked a couple up here and there. But, I actually have a couple within here that I know of, straight out. And, so next up, we have issue number 32. And this is the first appearance of Lady J in the book. And the thing that's kind of funny with these is that this comic predates the TV show. So in certain cases, the first appearance of the character in the book predates what happened on the G.I. Joe actual TV show. So this is the actual first appearance of it. Whereas in the TV show, pretty much you had everybody already there and established. I think the TV show ran in 85, and the book started in 82. So, definitely happy to have some of these. Let's see, you got issue number 40. This is a really cool cover. I like Roadblock. He's actually a really cool G.I. Joe. If you can see, I actually have him on my, he is on the second row, right under Deadpool. He's the G.I. Joe that I have in my Funko Pops. He's one of my favorite ones. He's really cool. He always had this, like, basically just machine gun cannon as his gun, like, and he was just, really big, jacked up guy, and so he's just a really cool character. Next up, we have issue number 43, and this is kind of a different look of a cover to it, just because you have basically the Grim Reaper shooting off a machine gun, and I don't think this is one of the death issues. I don't even really know if this is a key specifically. But, I just really like the cover. I was like, I'm getting this because it just looks awesome. Then we have issue number 47. And I'm pretty sure that this is the first appearance of this guy here, Beachhead. I think, and Lieutenant Falcon. So, not Lieutenant Falcon, General Hawk. I think this is the first appearance of these two guys right here on this cover. So, happy to have that. This one is a little bit different. This is number 58, and so in this story they try to kind of humanize Cobra Commander a little bit, and he finds out that he has a son, and he kind of turns the other, just kind of changes his ways and wants to go straight. Doesn't want to be doesn't want to be in Cobra anymore. He's just like, what? I have a son. I have something to live for. I don't want to commit crimes anymore. I actually want to be there for him, and it kind of backfires on him. So, it's definitely different story for him, just because in the cartoon he's just completely evil. There is no good to him specifically. Next up, we have issue number 59, and I haven't actually read this one, but interesting note is just that his, that this is when he had that kind of new vehicle. I don't know if you guys remember or not. So I think the Cobra Commander with this new battle armor came with this vehicle, and this guy right here, his name is Raptor. I remember having him. He was kind of basically, he was Zartan with bird head. He was pretty cool though. I liked him and everything, but so I don't know exactly what's going on in this book, but next up we have number 60, and I remember this guy. He kind of took over for Cobra for a little bit in the cartoon. He had like his own little group, kind of like the actually no, he took over the Dreadnoks for a little bit. I think like Zartan was away for a while, but he took over that, and he just kind of he was short lived. I don't even remember his name, but I remember he had that little like kind of almost like a glider for the Green Goblin or Hobgoblin, and I do remember his gun though. He basically had like a handheld rocket launcher, so. Definitely a pretty cool book. And actually, interesting about this one is this actual book has Todd McFarlane. He did the pencils and everything for this. So I don't know if he did the cover. I don't see that he did. I don't think it is. I think it's oh wow, I'm not quite sure who did this cover, but I know that Todd McFarlane did the art inside of this. So this is an early Todd McFarlane book. Next up, have number 61. And I think Todd McFarlane was pretty much one and done. I don't think this has anything to do with him anymore. But this is kind of a cool series, and this is what I was talking about, like how they get wounded and stuff. So in this issue, Snowjob and Quick Kick both get shot and not killed, but they both get shot and hurt really bad. And basically, what happens with this is that they go so Stalker, Quick Kick, and Snowjob get into serious trouble, and they basically, it makes the news, and they're caught behind enemy lines, and they're basically told by, the rest of the G.I. Joes are told, if any of them try to go to rescue them, that it'll be considered an international incident, and they'll all be like court-martialed and put in jail. So basically, these guys kind of get left on their own. They're left for dead, and it's kind of a cool story how they end up. This is issue number 63, and I really like this cover just because Snake Eyes and Scarlet are on it, and they actually are leading a secret rescue mission to try to get those guys that were in trouble, that were captured, back. Then we go to issue number 66. Let me get it. Number 66. And I had this one as a kid. I remember this one very well. I actually read it until the cover fell off. And what happens is, so this lady here is part of, I guess, part of the Russian army. And she ends up, capturing the Joes. So, same Joes that I was talking about before. She ends up capturing them, and then along the way of trying to find, a way to rescue them, the G.I. Joes end up linking up with Storm Shadow, and he ends up helping them out with that. So definitely, just a cool read. I remember as a little kid, you look at them and on the cartoon, there's like sworn enemies, but in this one they're working together. Really, really cool episode. Issue. I always call them episodes, but really cool issue. Alright, so this is the first Death issue that I know about. This is issue number 76, and if you don't remember, Cobra Commander lost control, lost power of Cobra, and Dr. Mindbender and I think Destro created this guy named Serpentor, who actually became the head of Cobra. And he ended up, kind of, like I said, kicking Cobra Commander out, saying that he was too weak and everything like that. And, so in this issue, he ends up going to war and gets killed. And, definitely cool, to see, just the death in that G.I. Joe book, because no one ever died in the cartoons. Every time they got shot down, there was a little, you'd see a little parachute, and the guy was, falling to safety, nothing bad. So, definitely cool to see that. And then, gonna finish it out with issue number 98. And this is actually a really, really cool issue. Cobra Commander comes back. And what happens is that he's pissed off because he finds out that it's Zartan, Dr. Mindbender, Raptor, Crocmaster. No, hold on. Is that Crocmaster? Yeah, Crocmaster. This guy who they call Billy. And, I don't remember who this guy is, but he basically takes his revenge on them because he finds out they all plotted to have him killed, and so he goes and just wipes these guys out, and it's really cool. Like, if you have the chance to pick any of these up, I don't want to spoil too much for anybody, just because, like I said, most of these don't have a ton of value. They're not really crazy, key issue books or anything like that. But I mean, if you love G.I. Joe and if you grew up with it, they're just really fun to read. So I don't want to spoil them for you. If you can get your hands on these, in dollar bins and stuff, pick them up, because I mean, they are really cool reads. They're definitely something that is interesting and fun to pick up and just relive your childhood if you grew up in that time. If it's a little bit too old for you, if it's something that you didn't grow up with, check it out, because I mean, it's still a cool story. It's still really cool overall. And like I said, normally everywhere, like this issue here is $4. You know what I mean? Like, even if you, let's say, just made it, part of your haul just to pick up one G.I. Joe book every time you went, and some of them get a little bit more expensive. Like the first issue, I'd say maybe 20 issues can get kind of pricey, and then there's a lot of people that come in and out because there was a lot of different G.I. Joes. So a lot of first appearances, some deaths, some origins, stuff like that. But even if you just picked up one every time, just to kind of check out the story and stuff, you won't be dropping that much money. You know what I mean? So if you are a G.I. Joe fan, and if it's something that you want to have, or if you just want to check it out, you're curious, start picking them books up. Ask your local shop owner if they have some G.I. Joe books from Marvel G.I. Joe books, and just pick them up and see what they're like. See if you like them. With that, I'm going to go ahead and end my haul. This has been part 4. I want to thank you, everybody who's gone ahead and watched all 4 parts of this. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank you if this is the only part that you've watched. Thank you for watching. Go back and watch the other 3, because got some pretty good books in there. And please comment, like, and subscribe. If this is your first video, please go back and check out some of my other ones. I have some pretty cool stuff on here. I'm glad to just be able to make these videos and please let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like. Whatever your opinion is, let me know. Just happy to be able to go ahead and do this. I just had do this for fun. So like I said, gonna go ahead and end it off. Buckshot 33, aka Boston Chris. Happy collecting. Have a great night. I'm out.